spied a little girl, she was looking my way, and I caught her right wide and said, "How do you do?" She said, "Much better now that I am talking to you." So I followed her right down the street. She didn't seem to mind that she was looking so sweet, and I asked her, "If you please, where are you walking to?" She said, "Nowhere in particular, I was looking for you." So I asked her, could I maybe tag along? "I'll tell you who I am and I will sing you my song." And she said, "I wouldn't mind that very much, you see. I was hoping and wishing you would stop by me." How in the world do we find each other? How in the world does the world come through when all around us is some harm or another? How in the world do you do? So we sat and talked for hours by the lake. She told me she loved water and she couldn't stand snakes, and I told her who I was and how I made my way. And she said, "Tell me more, I'd like to hear all you say." And I told her I could maybe take a spell. I've got many songs to sing and many stories to tell. And she said, "That's quite alright, I haven't any plans. Why don't you sit right here beside me, maybe take my hand?" And how in the world do we find each other? How in the world does the world come through when all around us is some harm or another? How in the world do you do? So I told her everything I had to say. By then I was quite smitten and I knew I had to stay. So I asked her, could we maybe try our hand at this? And she put her arms around me and we kissed. How in the world do we find each other? How in the world does the world come through when all around us is some harm or another? How in the world do you do? There is an awfully long way around this world and back. Hard to keep a focus, harder still to keep on track. But if you find someone to walk beside you every day, well, there's nothing you can't do and even less that you can't say. So find someone to love and hang on tight. Talk to her all day and hold her tighter in the night, 'cause only love can make a difference in the day. It may not last forever, but it's worth it in every way. How in the world do we find each other? How in the world does the world come through when all around us is some harm or another?